Is that crazy?
How are you going to do that if we're on the computer?
We'll just have to talk to chat, but not see what's happening. But I think that there's another live stream going. I need to. So we're live, but I also need to.
Friday is Love.
Friday is Love is
the one we're in.
The one we're in. But I think there's still. Right, Friday nights are only for baddies is still a thing. That is delete. Delete. Friday is Love is the real stream. And everybody knows it, though.
Everybody knows it.
So...
It was hard to get this stream going.
Yeah, it was. I'm not going to worry about the file. Right? I'm going to let it go for right now.
You can talk to him in here, probably.
That's true. I fucked up an export earlier, and now I'm distracted because I don't remember fucking it up. And I was going to try to solve it on the stream, but I think it's just better that we chill.
That's up to you.
No, then I'll be in my head about wasting time on the stream. And then before we know it, Friday is come and gone. And I will have wasted everyone's sweet, sweet time. What? I forgot to powder.
Thank you, Benjamin.
How is everybody? Hubie.
Doobie.
Doobie. I'm going to try to calm my little red and rosies down.
The camera wasn't working again.
Yeah, surprise.
So it was mayhem.
Oh, no.
Oh, you need a new pad, dude. No.
Oh, that wasn't meant to go there.
Jesus Christ. Yo.
No, it's okay. I've got like 2 on my desk.
Okay, well, that one's gone.
There's actually another one under the couch.
You're making me so anxious. You're sitting forward on the couch.
Really? Don't I always?
No, you normally, not like this.
All right, let's try to solve my anxiety. Okay. Oh, do you want to show everything?
Our pics? I can.
Yeah.
Do I tell them why?
Yeah, why in what way?
Like where?
Oh, yeah, right.
Oh. It's chill stream.
It's about to be the most chill stream.
The most chill stream
that anyone's ever had.
So
okay,
you kick it off.
Huh?
You tell them what these are.
Oh well, first I'm just gonna drink a shot of whiskey.
I'm drinking some gin and olive juice. Here's to us.
Cheers to the most chill stream of all time.
Woo!
Okay. So, well, I'm not sure what details you want to specifically share about this.
Well, it's just that is the steakhouse.
There were ghosts that live at the smokehouse.
Oh, let's not share.
That's what I'm talking about.
No.
What?
Fucking pigs.
This is better. The photographer, I think, was better.
This one?
Yeah.
I like this one.
You do?
Yeah. Anyway,
I don't like that I look like a crime boss.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey. We have been enjoying going to an old steakhouse in Burbank called the Smokehouse. And
it's across the street from Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
It's a very famous steakhouse in LA, and it's dark and dingy, and you feel like you're in another era.
Yeah.
Different decade.
Yeah. And we went during our ADR week.
Because it was not far from there, so that's where we were getting dinner. And then we went again last night.
And because we're really cool people,
we're so cool.
Pay to have photos.
This is the first night we went. You were in my Texas Chainsaw hoodie.
Yeah.
And then this was last night.
Yeah.
Drinking our martinis.
And some kind of malevolent force scratched my face.
Or it was me when I shoved it in my purse.
That's true.
Which is a malevolent force.
So, it's a super chill stream, and everybody's down to be chill.
Super chill.
Somebody asked, how's Daffy? Let me do that update first.
Why is it out of focus?
Because it's a fucking piece of shit camera. I think Daffy is doing great. Although, too much information. But she wasn't going to the bathroom for a while, so they gave her some stool softener and a laxative and something to also make her pee. And what that led to was explosive diarrhea, uncontainable, unstoppable, that covered her body. So Olivia had to assist with baths this week. I had a day where I was just giving her baths the whole day because, again, too much information, but it wouldn't stop. And she's a long-haired white cat. It was really in there. So other than that, I think she's doing really well, and she hasn't had issues like that for the last day. Well,
she seems fantastic.
Almost 2 days. Yeah, she's like rolling around. And, yeah, just
Daffy doesn't really walk up to me.
True.
Ever. Really? Like, she'll let me touch her, but like she doesn't come to me for attention. I have to go to her. And today she came up to me twice.
Yeah.
Just like
acting like a little kitty cat.
Yeah, it's so cute.
So cute. So, and Olivia gives good cat scratches. And I think Daffy, Daffy knew what was up.
Even if I can't breathe when I do it.
Yeah. Our cat Puck loves Olivia.
It's my boyfriend.
Yeah.
Don't tell my boyfriend.
Yeah. Puck's got a crush.
Puck's a hottie.
Puck is hot.
Puck makes a really nice cameo too in the Onyx movie.
That's very true. Yeah. He plays Onyx's cat, who in the web series was named Throat Cutter, also played by Puck.
Really?
Yeah, I think he played Throat Cutter.
That's really funny.
In the web series, because I don't think it was it wouldn't have been Tugger. Tugger had already passed away. Anyway, so what else is popping?
It looks like he's grabbing my boob.
Michael Myers?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. This guy looks like he's coming to chop off my wiener.
I guess my boob would be lower than that. Yeah.
He's like, trying to grab it, lift it up, chop it off. He doesn't have a name in the movie. Puck, I think it's going to say in the credits, Cat, played by Puck the Cat.
He did good.
He did do good, especially for an untrained animal that very much did not want to be there.
That is not an easy place to take a cat.
Yeah, to a set.
Yeah.
All these strangers, all this equipment, all this tension. So, what else did we do this week?
Cats. We watched the movie a lot.
We did watch the movie.
We watched the movie. We did a watch down for VFX with us and our fellow producers and
our VFX soup, who may or may not be in chat.
Show yourself.
Show yourself.
And so in that we go through and we talk about all the VFX and where they're at and different notes and approving really badass shots, and that was fun. And as soon as that meeting was over and everyone left, then me and you watched the movie again to give notes for sound, and we watch again for notes for music. So you got to watch it through every time, even though we've seen it a bunch. Every time there's a lot of changes,
and there's still errors that we've caught.
Yeah, not like errors. Explain what that means. What do you mean by that?
Like on my part.
Yeah, I didn't want you throwing our amazing artists under the bus.
No, yeah, only me.
I mean, that's not true. But
well, that's not true. But I would consider
there's render errors that there's nobody's fault.
That's true. There was some weird shit that wasn't anybody's fault. But then there was a shot where like somebody had a hat on, and then in the next shot they didn't have a hat on.
That's on us. How did we miss that?
I don't know.
Because we were focused on Onyx in that scene and not on Shelley.
Yeah, that's true. And you know what?
You don't notice things until the 100th time you've watched it.
And this is going to sound like it's not coming from me, but I promise you, Olivia, I have not been body snatched. I like some continuity errors if
I love a continuity
they're
error.
hidden or hard enough to catch to where I could just consider them to be an Easter egg at that point.
Yeah. I mean, I think we've left a couple things in.
We definitely
with hopes that people will just enjoy it as an Easter egg.
And not, I don't even know if you've noticed this one, or maybe you have, but we just very early on. There we go.
What?
Post soup, VFX soup, Jeremy in
I can't read it.
chat.
Where? What's that, boo?
In the scene where Onyx gets drunk off the absinthe,
Oh.
I'm very much holding it in this hand.
Oh, and then you switched.
And
to
then
that
from
hand.
Mac's POV, and I looked up at Mac.
Oh, I've
I'm holding
noticed.
it in this
I
hand.
don't bring it up because you're such a maniac about that kind of continuity that I was like, the scene's working. Don't talk about it. Don't bring it up.
Well, and there was no other take.
Yeah.
There was nothing else to do but to wallow in my own failings.
Sorry. I wish that in movies there could be like a little card that said we know.
yeah.
It was our only option.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the times it is like my mom loves to point out continuity errors or hair, just any kind of continuity errors.
Yeah.
I'm like, Mom, it's probably they backed themselves into a corner. It's probably the only option they had.
Totally. That's the kind of continuity error I'm okay with, when it feels like it's the only option, or when it's possible that another action in that moment would be distracting from the continuity error. And Onyx walking up and saying, oh, what's going down here with all the box team and stuff?
Yeah.
I think you'll notice that. But Jeremy doesn't think the hat is gone.
It's gone, Jeremy. Trust me. It's very much gone. We've gone through the footage. She didn't have it on in that scene.
Yeah. Yeah. Jeremy thought it was just sitting back far enough on her head to where it didn't play in her shot. But it's just Gorn.
It's just not there. That's us.
Gorn. But hey, that's us.
Hey, that's what are you gonna do,
Yeah, what are you gonna do? I should point out my slime nails because I haven't shown them yet on the
stream. They look so good. Way better.
Oh, I think your nails look great. Show people your nails.
My nails are simple, just a black French tip, but
I know I like that little.
It's just a little because I've got in a few weeks I'll get a Halloween themed one.
Yeah.
Because this fucking camera. I just don't want. I'm gonna get what I get slime nails, and then hopefully I get an audition for some big director, and then I got slime nails in it. Actually, that's fine. Maybe that's the way to do it.
I think people would respect the ween of it all. I'm gonna go from slime to what? What should I do when I get it switched up in a couple weeks?
I don't know. I'm gonna do matte black with shiny spider webs on top.
Love it. Absolutely love it. I'm getting the same thing.
Want to get matching nails?
I would.
Are you mad because I didn't get matching nails this time?
No, I don't expect you to get slimed.
I love slime.
Are you okay if I get the same as you? Or will
yes,
that make me
love
look
that.
like?
What are you talking about?
Will that make me look like an Olivia Stan?
We just work in this garage every day. Nobody, other than these people, nobody sees our nails.
Yeah, that's true. And I'm okay looking like a Stan in front of you.
Aren't you a Stan?
I am a Stan. Jeremy said he's sticking to the story that the hat's on the back of her head.
It's really not though, Jeremy. And we went through it, and it's not there in that take. And that's actually nobody in this room's fault.
Okay, so we did notes on sound and music. We did a sit down with producers and Jeremy and talked about the state of VFX. And we are now prepping. I know this must sound so crazy for people that don't necessarily know the process of production, because I feel like every week we say, and now we're so close to finishing the movie. But truly, we are prepping for our final mix. A couple weeks ago, we were prepping for what we were calling our baby mix. Or our junior mix. That was just to get the movie done in time to submit to 4 festivals that had deadlines coming up. We did that, and now that version is what all of these notes are based on. Everybody can sit back, watch the film, get their own ideas, thoughts on what they might do differently.
A movie that's not going to go to a festival, like a studio film that's just going to have a theatrical release, isn't going to do a baby mix. They're just going to finish the film, do a final mix, and then it's done. Granted, it will take them years to do. But since we wanted to get into festivals, we had to kind of stop, make a baby mix so that it was ready to go, and then continue on and do a final mix. So, but we're moving at lightning speed. It's really crazy how many people in my life are like, "You're still working on it?" I'm like, 6 months. Like, I've made movies that last years. This is so fast. I think it's just like checking in every week makes it seem like it's repetitive, because it is.
Yeah.
It's very repetitive.
Somebody asked, what is the scene that makes you both laugh the most?
Oh, that's a good question.
It is a good question.
What would that be for you?
Well, I've got, a little anecdote that always makes me laugh. And Jeremy says he just rewatched it. The hat is gone. Ah! And I don't know what happened.
See, the hat is gone.
I'm trying to think of the order of our coverage that day. Like, I mean, we did that. That was a really painstaking day. It was like wide chunk 1, wide chunk 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, and then backtracked coverage. It was like all of these little chunkers. And I just don't know at what point that hat would have been taken off and not put back on.
It was a big mistake. That's not a normal mistake.
Yeah.
There's also a world, because she did have bobby pins in still, where it fell off
while she was in there.
Hugging, while she was hugging me.
Oh yeah.
Because it's when we cut back to her, have already hugged me. So it might have fallen off mid-take, and we ended up just using that take. Anyways.
Because we really liked what was happening. That's not boring. I tell you, me listening to that Bordello of Blood podcast.
Here we go.
And I'm in production, and I don't find any of their stories boring. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So there's a joke in the movie that is like, I hesitate to say this, because if I say how purposeless the joke is, maybe that means it should be cut. But there's a character with a lot of tattoos, and she says, "Don't ask me how many tattoos I have. That question is rote and basic." And then the next character...
No, it's my least favorite joke in the movie.
And then the next character to speak says, "Well, I've got 12 tattoos, and you can ask me all about them." I don't even remember the line, and we've watched the movie 90 times.
You can ask me all about them. My favorite one is Snoopy.
And my favorite one is Snoopy, and it's on my ankle.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to Onyx, and he looks out towards this character, Shelly, and goes, "Oh, I love Snoopy." I made myself laugh doing it just now.
I hate it.
The point is, I don't know why I love it so much. I think it's because it's Onyx is so excited to be meeting other people, learning about other people, and connecting with other people, that I actually think it's one of the most endearing moments, because it's him being very like, "Oh, I love Snoopy. You got a Snoopy tattoo?"
Oh, no,
you know what I mean?
It's adorable. You know why I stopped liking it is because you laugh every time. You've killed the joke for me and only me.
For sure. Well, what about you? What's something that you laugh at, maybe even upon watching it for the 90th time, but the comedy's so palpable?
Oh man,
that
it's definitely something you do. I know there's something. I mean, I laugh at so many things consistently.
There's something that isn't me that makes us both laugh every single time.
What?
At the end of the movie, spoiler alert, when a character named Todd sees Onyx.
You're right. That is what makes me laugh, without a doubt, every single time.
Sees Onyx open the front door to the mansion, and Onyx is wearing a very weird outfit. Ryan Stanger, who plays Todd, looks at Onyx and goes,
comedic genius.
Absolute stone cold genius. He looks at Onyx and goes, "What the fuck?" And it's
just good delivery.
The line reading is what makes it funny.
Yeah. There's no way we can give it justice now, but just when you see it, you'll know. I
could say it a million times, and you'll never understand why it's funny. And then you see Ryan Stanger do it. It's because he doesn't actually put much emotion in his face. So because he's actually playing shocked. Yeah. And then behind that is it's so funny. Oh fuck. I'm surprised there wasn't a drink here that you spilled when you did that.
No, I'm trying not to hurt your computer any more than it's already hurt this week.
Oh yeah, I poured magnesium water on my laptop this week. So it's not working unless I use my external keyboard and mouse.
It's really fun when all you do is work on your computer every day, and now it's broken.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But you didn't answer the question. What's something that makes you laugh?
Well, that always... Fuck you. That makes me laugh.
I know, I stole it. I stole it.
Oh, you know what makes me laugh every time?
What?
Is when you're in the study and you pet.
Oh, that's true.
That and the...
That's true. You like that moment.
There's a little taxidermied animal cutie in one of the main sets, and Onyx is exploring around, and the camera's just following him while a scene, like people are talking elsewhere. But you go up and you just pet this little taxidermied animal, and you just like go, But I can't. It's like the stupidest thing to talk about on the stream, but your delivery is great. And then another point in the scene, you go and play a little horn thingy, and you made up a song on the day in the scene, and it's like, fucking great.
I have admitted to this many times, and I'm not ashamed, that I will crack up at Onyx a lot.
It's really hard not to.
Yeah, well, that's good to
You
hear.
created a monster.
Hopefully it's a monster that gets into film festivals.
And when you say the get on the
The what?
when you get on the dentist chair and ride it straight
Oh
out
yeah.
of town. Actually,
Right,
you know what?
straight in.
Honestly, it's just any of those scenes in that room.
Yeah.
You nail.
Well,
You know what
thank you.
Onyx is really good at is when he's not the main character in the scene. Like there's
Yeah.
something happening, but Onyx keeps chiming in. That's when it kills me.
That's what I think.
Because that's just you improving, which is so funny.
Yeah. And I think
Oh yeah, you think you're funny?
No. What I was going to
Just
say is
kidding.
I think it's fun to investigate how to utilize Onyx when he's not ranting on the news. He's not the center of attention.
Yeah.
And I think it's fun to find that stuff. Like the main thing that's happening is Mac and Duke are discovering this prophecy, and Onyx is off dicking around. So it's fun to think like, well, what can he be doing that's still funny when he's not ranting?
It's great.
Which is a really fun thing to investigate. Somebody said, well, there was a couple of good questions in here. Oh, first of all,
why can't I read them?
Somebody said the Munsters ruled. Oh, Anthony said, Anthony, I do not disagree.
He's talked about it.
We don't have to get into it, but I don't want to admit this, but am I just a contrarian? Because
you are a contrarian.
But I genuinely did not like.
Yeah, for sure.
That was a bad movie. I'm not just a contrarian, but everybody hated the Munsters, and then I watched it and was like, I'm having fun this entire time. So, Anthony agreed.
We should clarify this. There was very little improv in the movie.
True.
Only improv happened was from Onyx. And that's just kind of built into the scenes.
I don't even know. I don't know though if that
little
if
improv.
Todd,
little tiny. Oh, Todd might have been
that.
Improv.
What the fuck might be improv.
That was it. Yeah.
We should check the script.
But like in general, there wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't built to have like. Honestly, a lot of times when we would feel like, should we do some improv here, and we did it, we didn't use it. Like Onyx at the end of the Book of Blood, going on and on about.
Oh, there's so much
off.
of you talking about jerking off that we did not put in the movie.
Yeah, a lot of the dancing. I mean, that was.
Improv. Oh, that hurts my heart though.
I know.
It's gonna go somewhere.
Gio, you're right. Saying I'm not a contrarian is a little bit of a paradox. What would success or failure of this movie mean to you both? Let me ask you this.
No, don't ask me that.
What would make you say the movie was a success? What would make you say the movie was a failure?
Why are you asking me? They're asking you.
They're asking us.
What is this channel called? Bowser Vids?
I can change that in a heartbeat.
OA
video.
We can't go down that road.
Yeah.
What would fuck you, dude. I mean, like, I want a lot of success for this movie, but just getting the movie, I would love for it to have a good festival run and get seen by people and become beloved and become a cult hit. I think that's the best version. But honestly, just getting it done and making sure it finds a home where people can see it is success.
When I was in the car the other day giving an imaginary speech to a film class.
God. Was I there?
At the film class?
No, in the car.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
It was just me running errands. And I do this often. I said something very similar. The completion of any film, but especially an independent one that doesn't have the infrastructure of a studio in place to get it to the finish line, the completion of the film has to be seen as a success. Mm-hmm. The film existing, any independent film that exists, is an anomaly. It goes against nature and God. It's true.
Yeah.
There are nothing. If we sat here and talked about every speed bump that we hit.
Oh God.
The stream would never end.
It's constant. It's all day long.
I mean, you could think to every day of the Kickstarter being a day of speed bumps. We didn't get to 10 grand that day. What do we do differently? But that doesn't stop. That didn't stop through production, even though we had a wonderful crew and a wonderful cast.
That's just every movie.
It's every movie. But especially independent films.
Yes. Well, because there isn't extra money to fix problems. You have to fix the problem with the same amount of money.
And you're often, on location more than you are in a protected soundstage. Yeah. And there's not an ecosystem supporting the creation of the product because it isn't a product. Arguably, independent film rarely is a commodity. that makes anybody any money. But all that to say, I think the completion of the film is a success. The shooting of the film was a success. But
we didn't kill each other finishing the film. Was
We-
a success.
we didn't kill each other in the garage here, finishing the film.
Yet.
If you find my body, it was Olivia that did it. But I agree with you. You didn't.
Good luck finding it.
That's a good response. But I agree with Olivia. We want to see a good festival run, and we want to see it find an audience. And if it's a cult audience, that's fine. I don't, I just think
I've made many films that will never get seen for so many reasons. So just a movie getting out there, finding an audience is a huge win.
I want anybody that wants to see our movie to be able to
see it.
Yeah. Oh,
no,
geez.
It's too much right now.
I'll answer that question.
Okay.
If it fails, how do we move forward with our heads up? Well, here's the thing. I don't think there's a world where it fails just because
we have a movie.
Right. And
right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it will find a home. So I don't think it will fail.
There has been interest in the film. We just want to take it to a festival and hopefully find the biggest audience we can get for it.
Totally.
So there's no version where the movie doesn't get bought and seen.
Right. But if there was a world where we look at this film in a year and we say that was a failure, I can tell you the way you move forward and keep your head up, it's a little trick of the brain and it's a little delusional, but you tell yourself it's not going to be like that next time. The next one is going to work out. And I've been telling myself that since I was 8 years old.
Yeah, I've been doing that my whole life in this business.
And that would honestly be my advice for creators. You have to trick your brain into thinking
the next one will
that
work.
The next one's the one.
Yeah.
And then you really, as you get older, you understand there might not be the one. It might just be a steady climb of successes and failures that amount to experience and a career of some shape and size. And you have to find a way to be happy in the middle of all that. Anyway, stream's over. Just kidding. Just kidding.
I mean, we also have a bunch of other projects we want to make. So we have other things we want to start rolling into when this is done. So
totally.
Oh.
And I honestly, the fact that we got an Onyx movie made, that is a success.
That's crazy to think about when we were just joking about that 2 years ago or whenever that was, before the Kickstarter.
Yeah.
And then like 30 minutes later, you wrote the script.
Yeah. I mean, so that's huge. There's something out there that is like our DNA and the DNA of a lot of other artists and craftspeople that helped make it. And that's a really cool, it'll act as a little time capsule of a lot of people's efforts.
Yeah.
No matter what. And I'm so glad that I made it with my best friend.
Ew.
Ayo.
Ayo.
Ayo. Away.
OA.
Onyx movie versus Sharknado. Which one is better? Well, Onyx, because Sharknado doesn't have Onyx in it. So how can you make those 6 Snoopy jokes?
I don't like Sharknado.
Yeah. All right. What other question?
I think it's so funny I love it when people say they're going to bed.
Yeah.
I love it.
I know.
Good night. I hope you sleep good.
Totally. I like it too.
It's comforting.
It is comforting. I like it when people say, like, I just opened a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
I'm sitting down with my food.
What is everyone doing right now? I mean, you're watching the stream. Are you drinking a glass of wine? Are you having a sparkling water? Are you eating Thai food? I'm so tired.
That's
you petting your cat. I mean,
that's something we don't do enough
trimming
of.
your dog's nails.
Yeah.
Drinking a hazy IPA, eating chocolate ice cream, drinking beers. Ooh,
that sounds good. Hunter, I am stoked for the new Hellraiser, but are you ready for a hot take?
Yeah, on the toilet. Good job.
4 slice of pizza. Ooh, Andrew. Sounds good. Geo having a beer while Lynn plays God of War. Love it. Juan, are you really drinking the Dogfish Pumpkin?
Oh, it's so good.
Ooh,
I don't believe you
yeah.
that you're actually drinking it.
Yeah, Pixar didn't happen.
I'm sorry, Anthony. I know what it's like to sleep 3 hours.
Uh,
Having a scotch, then bed when stream is done. Oof.
love it. Love it. Oh my gosh. Kieran, watching us on a 120-inch projector screen, drinking rum. What a Friday!
Woo!
Oh,
So
any
we're giants right now.
Yeah, whoa, we're like kaiju. Somebody said, any interest in Hocus Pocus 2? Yeah,
a lot of interest.
yeah.
It's also unavoidable. It's on every fucking bus stop and billboard.
They
in
really
LA.
have pushed it.
I feel like everybody I know worked on it.
Yeah,
I'm excited to watch it. Big Hocus Pocus fans over here.
Yeah, I'm an HPH, Hocus Pocus hound.
Shut up.
So you want to hear my Hellraiser hot take? Love the director.
Hellraiser. Is Hellraiser? It's one word.
Yeah.
So that's just HHT.
But I'd probably say the
HRHT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're doing really good. So I love the director. I really liked The Ritual. I didn't love The Night House, but love him. Love the casting. I liked the trailer. But he stated this week that he didn't put the Cenobites in leather because he thought, what if they were their own leather? Their skin in strips, etc., became their like ornamental wardrobe.
Aren't they wearing something?
And I think that's a fundamental misunderstanding of BDSM. I'm just going to say it.
Yeah, it's not supposed to be yours.
It's not supposed to be yours.
No,
it's supposed to be restrictive.
Something else restricting
other
you.
than flesh. I think it's about the contact and the restriction of leather on flesh. And I think that's the world the Cenobites play in.
Yeah.
That's the world they explore. And I even think it's kind of purposefully mocking the human perception of S&M. And they're going further with it, with then what they do to the flesh. But I don't think you can take leather off of Cenobites. I'll just say it. Okay?
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. It's a hot fucking take, and nobody gives a shit about it. That's right. Yeah, that's right. But that's all. I just don't. Yeah. And the truth is, I have a little, with anyone directing Hellraiser, it isn't Clive Barker, but
Yeah.
I get it. It's a franchise. It can be handed off to other creators. That's it. We'll leave it at that. It still could rip. I don't know what to do about that.
Both of those questions.
Both of those.
Want me to answer one of them? Or you want to answer them both?
I mean, we can say, yes, we're watching Dahmer.
We're watching Dahmer.
And we did see Barbarian.
Yeah.
I don't know that I don't think I'm
We're
going
not
to
comment on either right now.
You can if you want.
No.
Okay.
Well, okay, Dahmer. I'm very much enjoying it, but I'm watching it with as we know, huge Dahmer file right here. So I'm getting the behind the scenes while we watch it. I think Evan Peters is incredible in it. I think that's all I'm going to say about that. It's not perfect. We're only halfway through. Barbarian, I'm not going to talk about. There's certain things I'm just not going to talk about because I want to work in this town.
Yeah. I think in the future, maybe even just a couple streams from now, maybe I would talk more.
I will say Justin Long is fucking great in the movie.
Bottom line.
Justin Long, fucking great. But
I would say all the actors are great in it.
Everybody's great.
Yeah.
Justin always rips.
Yeah.
Fight me.
Yeah, but I think, oh my gosh, Jeremy, you watched all of Dahmer in one day working on Onyx. That's great.
That sounds perfect. I mean, honestly, that's what we're doing. Just we're kind of splitting it up over a couple days.
Yeah. I think maybe in a couple of weeks I'd be down to talk about Barbarian and Dahmer, but I'm not. It's not the vibe right now. No. I think
we got 20 minutes.
Yeah, we got 20 minutes.
We got to start the stream there. If you
I know.
Let that fucking happen.
And we all know. We all remember. Well, maybe we all don't, but we remember what happened when I watched Ghostbusters Afterlife. So
Is that when you were on the trip?
Yeah.
In the hotel rooms in your little brown jacket?
Yeah.
Okay.
And very sound of mind.
For sure.
And not at all.
I think I was in Canada and you're like, can you watch these and make sure that I don't say anything stupid?
I think I did.
You did.
I did say something stupid or I did ask you
No, you asked me to watch them.
Yeah. That was a little too much.
I think that's what I said.
Yeah, in hindsight, a 3-part deconstruction of Ghostbusters Afterlife. But you know what made everybody get on my side when they watched those videos? When I painted the picture of what it would have been like for that girl to hear something and go downstairs and find Slimer rummaging through her grandfather's fridge, y'all know
Yeah,
that would have fucking ripped.
that would have been so tight.
Yeah, Marty, I also thought The Munsters was fun. There's something nice about watching somebody just fucking have a good time.
I'm never mad at Rob Zombie.
I know.
Honestly, like good and bad, mostly bad. I just still enjoy it.
I know.
Always have.
Because like it or lump it, he's doing his thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I honestly think there's some really fun, like, aesthetic decisions made in it and creative choices.
I haven't seen it, but
He's
you've sent me a lot of clips.
I have sent you a lot of clips. He's worked in a lot of music that's fun, and I really liked seeing Herman Munster in his like leather daddy outfit. We don't need to unpack that.
I don't think it's a very deep suitcase.
Yeah, it's not. I want to fuck Herman Munster. But but there we got to the bottom of it. Dan Roebuck is fucking great in the Munsters. Daniel Phillips is great. He's really doing a great Herman that's kind of his own thing, but still definitely pays honor to oh my gosh. Don't tell me. Oh my gosh. This is like what happened with Jimmy Stewart. Who played Herman Munster? Don't look at the chat. Who played Herman Munster? Oh my gosh, the guy from Pet Sematary.
Yeah.
Fuck me. I'm gonna have to look at chat. I'm a horrible person for not.
Oh my god, did I just no.
For that not coming to mind immediately.
I gotta stop hurting these photos.
Well, that's okay. Oh my gosh. It's not that I don't know, it's that I forgot for a split second. Herman Munster, played by, just somebody tell me. The old one, the original.
Yeah.
Just shame me. Somebody shame me. Fred Gwynn, thank you. Thank you. Gosh. Oh, okay. What else? We got 18 minutes.
What else? I guess that's all of our updates for the week. It's just a lot of watching, giving notes, rewatching things as they come in, getting a lot of good conversations with all the amazing artists working on the movie.
Yeah, and I think we've got some new VFX shots while we were doing the live stream.
Yeah,
or right before the live stream began.
But Jeremy's here.
He got those shots off to us before joining the chat.
Incredible.
Watched Dahmer, worked on Onyx, joined the stream. Too much watching because we keep changing things, is what he said.
Oh, okay.
You know, what's difficult is something we've talked about is this phenomenon of, and our sound designer brought this up, it's like the more detail you bring in, the more detail is revealed to be needed. It's so crazy.
You know, the first time we watched the movie after, we were like, okay, this is the first cut. We were like, we love it. Every time you watch it, you're like, but we should fix that. We should tweak that. We should change that. We should add that. We should put that back in. It's an impossible. I mean, but that is how you slowly shape.
And you know what we should have done earlier?
Oh no, what?
Watched it on the television. I mean,
that's why we bought the television.
I know, but think about that. We caught so much when we actually sat.
I keep saying we should go watch it on my big
through.
TV because it's
totally, because it's not a piece of shit. You can say it.
Well, this TV is a piece of shit, but we love it.
Yeah. Yeah. The more you add, the more you realize you need. Well, yeah, because it's like something. It doesn't, when it's empty, when it's all empty of sound design and score, you just go, well, yeah, but there'll be sound design and score.
Right.
And you add in footsteps.
Your brain fills in a lot subconsciously.
Yeah.
It's a wild thing.
Yeah. And then you add in footsteps and you're like, well, why don't I hear him touch his jacket? I hear footsteps, but I don't hear him touching his jacket. And you're like, right.
Your
and he
senses
touches his
change.
jacket and you're like, why don't I hear him when he touches his arm? It's just.
It's like when we watch it for VFX, that's where our brain is focused. And then when we switched over and watched it for music, that's what our brain is focused on. Then we switch over and watch it for sound. That's what our brain is focused on. And they're different things. So you end up seeing different things each time because you're focused on one thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways.
Well, it's like that visual exercise that we saw when the people were playing basketball, and then somebody sent out a person wearing a gorilla suit,
Oh, that fucked me up, man.
and we didn't see the gorilla
Have you guys watched that?
because they were told, the audience was told, watch how many times the ball is passed from somebody in a white jersey to somebody in another white jersey. So we're staring at that. Meanwhile, a gorilla walks out and then continues through the frame,
Didn't see it.
and they say, did you see the gorilla? And we were like, what?
Huh?
Because you're looking at the white jersey. So when you
Yeah.
watch it for sound, you're only looking at sound. When
Yeah.
you watch it for visuals,
You're
you're looking
looking-
for visuals.
And that's why things can go unnoticed sometimes or
Yeah.
not seen till later.
Yeah.
And we've seen this, having cut the movie, we've seen every inch of it.
Yeah.
And so there's things we just don't see anymore. It's like saying the same word over and over and over
Yeah.
until
Yeah.
you don't know how to say it anymore.
Totally.
We're doing fine.
Tyler, do it now so you don't have to George Lucas it later. Well, I don't think we would ever have the option to George Lucas it.
That takes money.
Yeah. But I know what you mean. Hunter says, how do you focus? Well, I think it's from doing it a lot.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, we're obsessive people.
yeah.
So focus isn't really an issue with this. I can't focus on jack shit anywhere else in life.
Right. Right.
But filmmaking, I can.
Yeah.
It's getting darker earlier, so now that
Our side light.
our side light is gone.
Yeah. Somebody else had a good question in there, and I went by it. Oh, somebody brought up G4, Craft and Bubbles. Glad you left G4 on your own terms, and I hope you realize you made the right decision. Well, I appreciate that. I am sad to hear that there were layoffs at G4 because I have a lot of friends there, and I respect what everybody was trying to do with that place. But I do think, for me personally, it was the right decision to. It's still on this calendar. It says leave G4, start Kickstarter.
Yep.
There was a point where it was either focus on the Kickstarter or stay at G4 as a producer, and I put in my 2 weeks and launched the Kickstarter. Actually, my last day at G4 as a producer was exactly 2 weeks into the Kickstarter. So anyway, Andrew said, is there a point where you think you're getting too critical and have to walk away for a bit?
Yeah, that's actually a really big part of finishing a movie. You have to have days where you don't look at it. We've only had a couple of them.
Yeah.
Like yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday when we met up,
That was
we
good.
had work to do and I was like, you know what? We're not going to talk about the movie. We're not going to work or talk about the movie. Did we end up doing it? Yes. But
Sure.
the intention of that, we were like, okay, let's go focus on other projects, other conversations.
Yeah.
Because then you can clear your brain and have a fresh eyes on it. Fresh eyes are the most important thing when finishing a movie. And we don't have fresh eyes because we got whatever spoiled, dirty, rotten eyes at this point.
dirty, rotten, filthy little spoiled eyes. It's true, but in a weird way, we have a kind of three-dimensional view of the film because we cut it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So somebody might look at the cut and go, could you have done this? Could you have done that? But we know
Nope.
we couldn't.
We've already figured out the puzzle and we've seen every piece.
Yeah. So it's hard because you got to have fresh eyes, but you also have to understand, like, you know, we've seen all there is to see as far as the footage.
Yeah.
I don't think there was a single take that went unwatched.
No, not on my watch. You might have let them go. There are
Sometimes-
many times where he was
sometimes
like,
I
hey, I cut this scene while you were gone last night. And I'm like, did you watch every take? No, I just picked the take.
Hey, I
And
always
then we'd
start.
go through them. No, I know. It's
I
fun
just-
to just go and just like piece it together and
'Cause-
shape a scene.
totally,
Then
something's
sometimes
gotta-
you don't then go and look through all the takes.
Possible, but sometimes you know, a scene is built around, I'll choose a take that works and know, well, I'm going to kind of build towards whatever
Yeah.
supports that take from that character. And then it kind of doesn't matter if I don't need to watch everybody else's take. If that take from that character is the priority, I need to find what works from them to support that character. And I'm not just talking about Onyx. There's scenes where you're the character that has to be focused.
No, you rarely focus on Onyx actually.
Because I think there was actually a lot of with Onyx, it was pretty easily decided for us. You'd watch and be like, no, that's the one where you seem most like Onyx.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be the judge of that.
Yeah. How many people normally edit a movie like this? Just
One.
an editor. Yeah. I don't think many indie films even have like a full-time assistant editor, and they definitely don't have a producer that's willing to be in the editing room, the entire time. It's
No, this is abnormal, and I should get a life.
Yeah, please
Kidding.
don't. So have we started messing around with editing a trailer? I don't even know if I told you this.
Oh no, who did you pay money to?
No, I haven't yet, but I'm having Matt watch the film, and he's going to cut a trailer. Huh?
Matt?
No, Matt Karen.
Oh, fantastic.
Our boy.
Yeah, our boy. Well, I was going to say, if there's anybody that I'd want to cut this, like a festival trailer, it would be Matt.
Yeah, for sure.
Because we don't get to control who cuts the real trailer if the movie gets bought. So
yeah. So if anybody, I don't know if anybody would remember these things, but at Nerdist we made a bunch of parody trailers, and they were always cut by an editor named Matt, and he is also who cut Welcome to the Shadow Zone, the whole web series.
very talented
editor, and he is going to cut a trailer.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me that?
Literally just texted him yesterday.
Okay. I saw you yesterday all day.
That's true. Was Olivia's level of creative involvement always part of the plan, or did it develop as you went? I would say this. I would say it was written in the stars. I would say that even if we didn't know it would be as much of a collaboration, I think it very quickly became clear. Because
I knew.
Well, I can't assume at the start of this process that you would be in the garage every single day of the edit.
No.
But I think once we got as enmeshed in the creative process, I should have known. You're so involved at the script level, so involved at the Kickstarter level. Clearly, while we shot, you were I would say complete, the same for the edit, the co-pilot creatively, without a doubt. I should have known that would carry over to the edit, but I don't think I did. It just happened naturally because of your commitment to the film, and then very clearly was invaluable. I don't think we'd have it done this quick without your involvement.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
And that's just because two eyes, two people,
Totally. Yeah. It's
people
just
who have done this,
we're able to kind of get to a sharpened point a lot quicker because of having both of our genius brains involved. Okay. Jarrett, that's a good plan. Take the money we make from Onyx the movie and buy Welcome to the Shadow Zone.
It's cute that you think we're going to make money.
Yeah.
We're not going to make any money on Onyx.
And I don't even know the Shadow Zone would be, I love it, but I buy it and then it would just sit, I don't know that it can, I think the movie is more important to have in our control.
Yeah.
Somebody earlier said, what level of horror to comedy?
Oh, way more comedy. Definitely. This is a comedy. It's an adventure film.
Yeah, it's a spooky adventure comedy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's trying to be scary. Now, like Barbarian.
Oh, so scary.
Yeah. So it's comedy first. Comedy first, probably sexiness second. I'd consider it to be an erotic film.
Actually, you know what? There's scenes that one might give that label to.
Yeah.
Just to make Onyx feel better.
Look, it's a really sexually charged film. No, it's a very sexually frustrated film.
Yeah.
Because Onyx is a sexually frustrated character.
I mean, I don't think Farrah struggles with that.
No, she knows. She knows what she wants. She knows who she wants. Farrah is, heat-seeking.
Oh, shit.
Like some kind of demonic missile.
Your eyes are so much more wide, bigger than mine. I've spent the last hour trying to do what you do.
Yeah. I think our eyes are just different shapes.
Completely.
Don't feel bad. I mean, not everybody has cartoon character fucking scaredy cat eyes like me. What did I think of the How Not to Make a Movie podcast? It's the best thing ever, and I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
And I talk to Olivia about it all the time.
Everyone should listen to that if they want to make a movie. And
Seriously,
somebody did ask about the Bordello of Blood podcast again. I think we talked about. Oh, is that what it is?
That.
Oh, okay.
Weirdly, because I think they might do another season about a different film.
So they gave it the title
How Not to Make a Movie. Yeah, but it is the Bordello of Blood podcast. I think they should have called it like a Bordello of Blood podcast, How Not to Make a Movie, but it's the other way around.
No, it should be the other way around.
I know, you're right.
It's How to Not Make a Movie is like the umbrella, and then on this
season
is Bordello of Blood. The next one is Onyx, Fortuitous, and Talisman of Souls. I'm just kidding.
How Not to Make a Movie.
We did a good job making this movie, actually.
I think so.
As far as indie films go.
Somebody said in Onyx 2, is there more goo?
Yeah.
More gore?
Yeah.
More neckbeard?
Somebody write that?
Mm-hmm. The sequel should be gorier because
more sex, more gore, more funny. The sequel's going to be great.
Yeah. I think there has to somehow be more gore in the sequel, but I don't want to divorce the sequel from the tone of the original. But I do think it has to be darker just because the second one's always supposed to be the darkest.
Yeah.
Temple of Dium. Empire Strikes Back. Sometimes just mispronouncing things is enough to make you laugh.
All the time.
All the time, mispronouncing things is enough to make you laugh.
Are you keeping a booty on that head?
Oh yeah, but that's not like a thing. I did it the other day while I was cleaning. I just shoved it on there. I don't have a mannequin head just for my orange beanie.
Sure thing, Jeffrey.
It's a good callback. Okay, we got 3 minutes.
Oh no!
And then we're shutting it down. 3 minutes. There's got to be more goo. I think there does have to be more sex in a way.
Oh, there will be.
In the sense that it needs to be ratcheted up to kind of I
don't want to give away for people who weren't at this thing.
Weren't at what thing?
The read-through, Also, I don't know if the read-through would have necessarily gotten across some of the tone between those two characters. So
you know what does get that tone across?
What?
That fucking song at the end of the movie. There's a great moment of score, and the nickname for the song is A Sexy Way Forward, because that's a line spoken. But we've changed it to A Saxy Way Forward because there's saxophone.
A real saxophone.
Can we show the fan art?
Oh yeah, wait to see here.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the fan art.
The artist, some fan art this week is in chat, and I just want to know if you're cool with us showing it.
It was so good. Yeah, I think you texted them to me.
Will Onyx have grown or changed in the second movie because of the events of the first? Yes, he does need to kind of move forward, and yeah, he needs to kind of next level. But it's oh my gosh, that's so funny. But at the same time, he's got to be Onyx. So it'll be tricky. But I think he's more of a leader in the second movie.
So
yeah, he totally does. I think he's got to be more of a leader. Somehow it has to make sense that Onyx might be a good leader. And I don't know if that's because he listens to his heart or, trusts and has faith in his friends. But yeah, he's got to be a good leader in the second movie and not as kind of just swept up by the tides as he is in this one. Okay.
Is he here? Can we show these?
I think so. They were posted in our Facebook group and we just loved them. It's like collage art of the streams. And it's great.
I love it.
And it somehow it really does get the vibe.
It gets the vibe.
It really does.
I love them so much.
And I think it's such a smart idea to have the play bar, like the red bar.
Look at your nails.
Hey, look.
I'm not a redhead anymore, but I really like this time.
Yeah, art imitating life, imitating art. Really great.
These are awesome.
Yeah.
We encourage these.
All right, everybody. So next week, everybody's working on VFX, sound, music. And then the following week is our final mix. I don't know if we'll be doing a live stream on the Friday of the final mix.
We'll be on a stage, but
We'll be on the stage. Maybe we'll be done before 6.
yeah.
Maybe we do a little peek in, streaming from my phone for a little bit from the mix stage. But anyway, stuff's moving and grooving, and I do need to do a Kickstarter update. I do. I need to do that this weekend. Well,
in no time.
Yeah, I have a friend's wedding this weekend, so never mind. Okay, but I will do a Kickstarter update very soon. Any last words, Olivia Taylor Dudley?
No.
Okay.
Thank you, guys. It was so good to see you.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see everybody soon. Bye.
Bye.
I thought about showing